Welcome back to another episode of our GODSU Wednesday Icon Talk. In today's episode, we have our Assistant Dean, Dr. Daniel Porte, and he is going to be highlighted as our commencement speaker of our May 2021 graduation. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
I would love at this time to introduce our commencement speaker, Assistant Dean Dr. Danny Porte. Dr. Danny Porte is an Army veteran and the corporate CEO and president of both Professional Management Enterprises, Inc., PME, a professional services company, and Wellstrans, a non-emergency medical transportation company. He received his associate's degree from Vincennes University and his bachelor's degree from Oakland City University in Human Resource Management, both while serving in the Army. In 2010, he obtained his master's degree in Human Resource from Columbia Southern University. When he retired from the Army after 2 decades of honorable service, he transitioned to the private sector and created Professional Management Enterprise, Inc., PME. He was initially drawn to creating a professional services company to provide personal and professional development to help veterans transition back into the public-private sector after retiring or being honorably discharged. PME has been able to give skills training to give individuals a fresh start in the job sector. PME has expanded to focus on 5 divisions, and as the CEO of this corporation, Dr. Porte successfully oversees over 300 employees. Dr. Porte, you have the floor.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
So let me start with Psalms 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Praying just as we open our eyes this morning, we rejoice that today is another gift from God. The way we live in it is our gift back to Him. To our president of Global Overday Seminary and University, the Honorable Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, whose vision, hard work, tenacity, sacrifice enabled us to gather. To distinguish GODSU executive staff, Board of Governors, who engages and energizes the vision until it's done. To the members of the clergy of all faiths, political and civic leaders, chaplains, invited guests, families, and friends, this celebration would not be the same without your loyal support. Good morning, I'm Danny Porte. Thanks for allowing me to be speaking with all of you on today. As a young man growing up in Columbia, South Carolina, I was taught that mercy, love, forgiveness is extremely important with moving forward in anything we do in life. Even after dropping out of college, there was a spirit in me that refused to stop pushing. While serving 20 years in the United States Army, I quickly learned to never follow anyone else's path. Unless you're out there in the woods, untrained, you're lost, and you see a path, by all means, take it. While retiring from the Army, I knew I was not going to get very far in life based on what I already knew. Like each of you, we all will advance in life by what we're going to learn after we leave GODSU. Wisdom is the desire to learn, and I, like each of you today, have decided to become a lifelong learner. I challenge each of you to use your self-doubt to fuel making your dreams come true. It wasn't until I retired that I became a believer in the following. Who's luckier than I? Who is more deserving than I? Today, I choose to own those statements. So what do you do when you witness the power of who you are serving? In the Army, we had a slogan, be all you can be, telling my age now. But when I would say that slogan, I would also think about what Dr. Martin Luther King once stated, and I quote, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't crawl, I state corrected. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. It's evident on today that each of you are driven. Know your passion demonstrates the utmost integrity, excellence, and respect for people. No matter where you live, what you may or may not have, we all are the same. Your hard work, perseverance, and educational success will allow you to leave your mark for the betterment of our world. As leaders in our communities, families, organizations, and life, don't ever be afraid to renew, refresh, or reset your vision when needed. As students of GODSU, we all have witnessed the Chancellor and her outstanding team mentor, motivate, and move people, even abroad, by giving the testimony they all live. So when I enrolled at GODSU, I had an MBA, but not the MBA that you're thinking about. I'm talking about masters of basically anything we desire to uplift ourselves and our community. Today, several of us will leave GODSU with a PhD. When my 5-year-old grandbaby asked me today, Papa, what is PhD? I think I'm gonna tell her, poor, hungry, but driven, Brooklyn. Who do you have that would be willing to help you tear down the walls? It's extremely important, even with the PhD, to have centers of influences, a solid network of believers. In my opinion, success in life comes when you simply refuse to give up. So as we prepare to graduate on today, we all should be ensuring we have the names, numbers of one another, thus building a godly and powerful network. So as I prepare to close, please allow me to read a poem by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so people won't feel insecure around you. We all are meant to shine as God children too. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we liberate it from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Isaiah 49-6, it is too small a thing for you to be my servant, to restore the tribes of Jacob and bring back those of Israel I have kept. I also make you a light for the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach to the ends of the earth. So class of 2021, we have 10 tenets of Global Overday Seminary and University, which distinguish us. I ask that each of you please unmute yourselves and repeat after me. Spiritual. Non-discriminatory.
Non-discriminatory.
Empower. Enlighten. Challenge. Equip. Inclusive. Preparation. ethical.
Ethical.
Last but not least, love.
Love.
Please go back to muting yourself. So my advice to you on today is to be true to yourself and everything will be fine. Today is our day to shine. Thank you for allowing me to do this commencement address.
Thank you so much. You know, it's amazing because I always write notes as people are giving their speeches to, reference before we move on. And there were so many different points that you touched on. But I have to say, the poem that you read by Marianne Williamson, I read that every morning before I start my day. So I was literally saying it with you as you were going. I think that is nothing but God right there. Yes. So thank you so much. And it's so true that we may have PhD behind our name now for our honorary graduates, but know that the work does not stop here. You are still hungry for resources. You're still looking for more richness or wealth that you can then spread to others, and you're driven to make sure that happens. So wonderfully said, Dr. Porte.
All right, so now we're back. Let's get started with our outstanding global workers. We have our Assistant Dean, Eva J. Brown Chaplain, former president of the Ministers, Wives, and Widows of Fredericksburg and vicinity, and GODSU Assistant Dean of Chaplaincy. She is also a co-host for God Success Teaching Pray, and she helped with administrative work and public relations for GODSU.
Hello, everyone. It is such a blessing to be here today. GODSU is just an amazing seminary and university, and I just thank God for being truly a part of it. A lot of times in life, we don't know what God has in store for us, but when we yield our spirit to His spirit and to His will, He opens up doors that we have no idea that what could be opened up for us. So I implore you to not just sit back, but move forward and get involved. And please, if you don't have enough information about this university, please feel free that you can contact any of us at any time. I'm Assistant Dean Chaplain Eva J. Brown. My email is evajbrown1954@gmail.com. And you may reach me at 540-287-0865. It's been a blessing speaking with you today. God bless.
Awesome, thank you. And we have helping with public relations for GODSU, our Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Lilithia Davis Chaplain. She's the CEO and founder of Dior to Live in Overflow, and she's a co-host on our God Success Teach and Pray. She's also a GODSU board member and Dean of Chaplaincy.
Oh my God, great day, everyone. Oh, it is a pleasure and an honor to be before you on this great day. I want to say that during a time of a pandemic, would you allow yourselves to think yourselves into positivity? Because everything around us seems so chaotic and negative, but I chose to think positive. What can I do positive for myself and my growth during this time of what seems like more time than I have on my hands because of things that have changed and shift in our lives? And so GODSU, I was introduced to GODSU, and it has changed my life completely. It has enhanced, empowered, and inspired me to go to levels I never thought I could ever imagine. I am stuck on the scripture that says that Ephesians 3:20, that He is well able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ever ask, think, or imagine, according to the power that worketh in you? What have you asked God for lately? What have you thought about lately that you want to do to enhance or to grow, to reach your full potential? Because there's much greatness inside. Join GODSU. We have an array of chaplaincy programs and courses that will allow you to serve in a way of excellence and be able to serve God's people all over become a global worker of God. I enjoy the life I live. I am Reverend Dr. Lolithia Berard Davis, chaplain, the Vice Chancellor of Global Overday Seminary and University, and also the Dean of the Chaplaincy program. And I just love it. And those that are currently in the chaplaincy courses, they are excited. They're excited about what they are experiencing and the level of growth that has come upon their lives and the doors that are open. God said, if you ask, I will answer. He said, if you seek, you shall find. And if you knock, the door will be open. Well, I knocked, the door was open, and I ran right through it. And God has me here. You can be here too. Come on and join us. You can reach me at 1-800-701-0954, extension 123. And I am the founder and CEO at Dior to Live in Overflow. I believe that we are free to live in the overflow of the many promises and blessings of God. Why don't you contact me at free, my email address, free, the number 2, live 47@hotmail.com. Oh, you can live in the overflow of the many promises and blessings of God. God bless you and have a bountifully great day.
Yes, amen. Thank you very much. We have helping with GODSU Junior Ambassador Program. You heard him doing the commencement speak earlier. Our Assistant Dean, Dr. Daniel Porte, MBA, HCS, CPC, CPRW, MPM, HRPM, SHRPM chaplain. He's a GODSU board member and GODSU Assistant Dean of Online Courses. And he's the CEO of Professional Management Enterprises, Inc. The following helped with administrative work for GODSU and public relations for GODSU. Our Assistant Dean, Lakeisha Richards Chaplain. She's the CEO of LJ Richards, LLC, and she's Assistant Dean of Administration to the Office of the Chancellor, and she's a co-host on the God Success Teach and Pray. Helping with paralegal and administrative work, our director, Her Excellency Cairo D.R. Eubanks, UN, CSR, CLC, CEC chaplain. She's the co-director of the Junior Master Program. She's a representative for New Future Foundation, NFFI on the United Nations Youth Representative Committee. She is Miss Black Florida USA. She's the CEO of Cairo Speaks and Cairo Writes. And she's a GODSU Director of Administration, helping with administrative work for GODSU as well. Senior Dean, Her Excellency Dr. Arlene Spann, Chaplain. She's the founder of Arlene Sweats. She's GODSU Board Advisor and NFFI Jamaica Board Member. And she's GODSU Senior Dean of Administration. Helping with the website for GODSU and professorship, our Assistant Dean Courtney Lodge, MBA, co-founder, CEO, and master coach at Sure Profits Academy and Sure Profits Coach. He's Assistant Dean of GODSU Credit Union and NFFI JA GODSU Board Advisor. The following helped with professorship: Reverend Dr. Robert A. Spicer, Senior Chaplain, CEO of Restorative Strategies, LLC. Our Dean Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Chaplain, President and Imam of the Nation's Mosque, Masjid Muhammad, and he's a GODSU board member. Dean Imam Dr. Salahuddin Muhammad, Chaplain, GODSU Dean of Muslim Studies, founder of Muhammad's Marriage and Relationship Services. Imam Dr. Al-Hajj Talib Abdul Rashid, he's the President Emeritus of the Masjid Ashura. He's the Islamic Leadership Council, New York. We have our Dr. Antoinette Tony Myers Winfield, Chaplain, Doctor of Chiropractor at Golden Spine Rehabilitation Center. She's also GODSU Professor of Health and Wellness Chaplaincy Program. Dr. Yolander Holmes Taylor, Chaplain. She's the owner and founder of Holistically You, LLC, GODSU Professor of Health and Wellness Chaplaincy Program as well. Lieutenant Colonel LTC Rohan Dennis, co-founder of Gems to Last Marriage Ministries, LLC, and Designate Dr. Franca Dennis, Chaplain, program. She is the co-founder as well of the Gem to Last Marriage Ministries, LLC, and she's Professor of Marriage and Family Chaplaincy Program. All right, the rest helped with public relations for GODSU. Our Assistant Dean, Her Excellency, Dr. Stella Onoha, MBA, COKS, Chaplain, Director of Estrella Communications Group International, which stands for ECGI. Our Assistant Dean, Bishop Dr. Reginald Benjamin, Chaplain, Pastor, CEO, and Bishop of Lighthouse Christian Fellowship Center. He's a co-host on our God Success Teach and Pray, and he's Assistant Dean of the Chaplaincy Program. Our Assistant Dean, Reverend Dr. Sandra Norris Deckert, Chaplain, First Lady and Pastor of Greenhouse International Church, owner and physician at Genesis Health and Clinic Spa, and she's GODSU Assistant Dean of Chaplaincy. She's also a board member at GODSU. Our Miss Black Florida Talented Teen, the Miss Black Florida USA title holder for the Sunshine State, Sudan A.L. Eubanks. She's the CEO of Stan Dolls, Games, and Apps. She's also a co-host on our God Success Teach and Pray. Assistant Dean Terrence Winslow, LSSBB, 20-year Army retired veteran, author, and strategic management consultant. He's the founder of Bravado Investments, LLC, doing business as B360. He's a GODSU Assistant Dean of Chaplaincy. Helping with professorship and administration for GODSU, our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Willis Eubanks, Chaplain. He's the CEO of Take Action Now It, Inc., doing business as Tanit. He's GODSU Vice Chancellor and GODSU Board Advisor. Our GODSU Chancellor, the Right Honorable Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, JD Chaplain. She's the Miss Senior Florida USA, and Miss Senior Jamaica Universe, Senior Vice President of Invita Financial Network. She's the founder of the God Success Teach and Pray and Wednesday Icon Talk. She helped with administrative work and public relations for GODSU. And myself, I help with public relations for GODSU. I am yours truly, your MC, His Excellency Dakar. I'm the Director of Operations at GODSU. And I'm the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tools. We are an international graphic, printing, and media company, providing you with all of your marketing needs to help you and your company grow. Our popular products, you can see us wearing some. We all have our jackets on. And we also have branded rings, branded pins, branded golf shirts. And we have GODSU African American History Bibles that feature not only your name and picture next to different African Americans throughout history. See Barack Obama, Colin Powell, different religious leaders, entrepreneurs, astronauts. So very fantastic. In addition, we provide merchandise that's crucial to your business's success, such as our magazines, banners, flyers, digital business cards, and printed business cards. And with our innovative tools, you can turn your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. During this time of constant Zoom meetings and webinars, we at Dakar Marketing Tools want to make sure you're prepared with our Zoom for Profits course. You can follow the information on the screen for how to register. Some of the offered courses are how to make money doing Zoom, Zoom Essentials, Zoom Basics, and turning your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. Yes, and at this time, I want to extend a special appreciation to all of the leaders who have volunteered many hours. We especially thank those who have provided actual names, emails, and phone numbers of referrals. GODSU is grateful for the opportunity to add workers of God to our database, as well as register for educational programs. And I would love to see you all next week, as we do have a highlight of our chancellor. She is going to be addressing our graduates at our May 2021 graduation. You can see the flyer on the screen. That's going to be September 26th. So look forward to seeing you guys there. Also, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And be sure to stay tuned. We do have some more messages that follow. Thank you.
GODSU also has live courses throughout the week. On Tuesdays, we have our live course with our multi-faith love and spiritual chaplaincy course that starts at 6 p.m. to 6:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 7 p.m. to 7:55 p.m. we have our Christian chaplaincy course, and then at 8 to 8:55 we have our live medical health and wellness chaplaincy course. And lastly, we at 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time we have our live global business and entrepreneurship chaplaincy course. On Wednesdays, of course, we do have our Wednesday Icon Talk and our Outstanding Global Worker. You can see the information on the screen on how to become an outstanding worker. And of course, we do have our Ask Chancellor in 10 minutes. So every Wednesday after we finish our Wednesday Icon Talk and Outstanding Workers, we do have a live. You can ask Chancellor by calling in the number on the screen on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. to 8:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our marketing and recruiting course with our chancellor, and that is on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see the number to call on the screen. And on Thursdays at 6:21 p.m. to 6:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our live Islamic chaplaincy course, our live family and marriage chaplaincy course on Thursdays at 7 p.m. to 7:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our live military and law enforcement chaplaincy course, that is at 8 p.m. to 8:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see the information on the screen. So thank you. See you there.
Global Ovid Day Seminary and University GODSU is a 501c3 interfaith e-learning Global Florida Department of Education Commission of Independent Studies approved degree issuing religious institution of higher learning under Florida Statute 1005.061F in Miramar, Florida, a suburb of Fort Lauderdale suburbs. Our curricula include programs like our theology diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, which are designed for students called to the ministries of teaching and preaching. Program enrollees include pastors, evangelists, missionaries, and laypersons. Our additional courses: Entrepreneurial Studies, premier self-development courses on wealth building. We also offer a mini course for youth, the Junior Ambassador Youth Public Speaking, to gain professional and personal skills. Chaplaincy Diploma, Love and Spiritual, Interfaith, and Christian programs. Chaplains are trained, certified leaders attached to either a religious and/or non-religious institution or organization. Cybersecurity IT courses. Our licensed instructor has a 95% pass rate compared to the 30% national average for CompTIA accredited courses, such as Security Plus and Network Plus. 40% of our alum who've gone through our prestigious GODSU honors programs have also previously matriculated through their earned doctorate programs. Our alum include physicians, ambassadors, statesmen and stateswomen, icons and billionaires, religious leaders, titans in business, global philanthropists such as Ambassador of Ghana to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Bafor A.J. Bewa, Ambassador of Nigeria to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Sylvanus Musafor, billionaire builder and dean, His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, former Maritime Minister, Government of Nigeria, Honorable Dr. Leke Olawale. Our world-class and esteemed professors include Attorney Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, Ph.D., Chancellor, Physician Dr. Eric Bizetsky, Clinical Health and Nutrition and GODSU Medical Expert, Physician Her Excellency Rhoda Makinde, Ph.D., Chief Medical Doctor, GODSU, Medical Missions, Dean Michael V. Roberts, J.D., Ph.D., Dean of Entrepreneurship Studies, Dean Kyra Eubanks, Dean of Junior Ambassador, Professor Willis Eubanks, Ph.D., Dean of Cybersecurity Program, Professor Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Professor Interfaith Program and Chaplaincy, Professor Reverend Dr. William Blake Theology Program Curriculum Development, Professor His Excellency Dakar